Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at our calendar. We're getting way down into January. Look, we have just these 3 days left and then one more week in January. There have been 1, 2, 3. There will be 4 full weeks in January. So let's see. Let's go across and see if we can figure out what today is. I'm looking here. Ready? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday. What number do you think comes after 20? Let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now check this out. When you get in those double-digit numbers, this number changes so you get up to 9, right? So if it's 0 here, what comes after 0? So I would expect it to be 21. And tomorrow, I would expect this 1 to change to a 2. See? 2, 0, 2, 1. I would expect to see 2, 2, and then 2, 3, until we get to 2, 9, and then it's going to change to 3, 0. Okay? So let's say the date today. Today is Thursday, January 21st, 2021. So it's the 21st and it's 2021. Pretty cool. So we've been talking about 3D shapes, and I want to talk a little bit more about them today and show you some of the attributes, okay? Things that they are and can do, okay? So this is my first 3D shape, and it has all square faces, right? Yeah. Now, it's kind of hard to count the faces, but we can do it. So if I count all the ones this way and then count the back and the front, I'll get the right number. So I want to know how many square faces are on this. Do you remember what it's called? Do you remember? It's a cube, like an ice cube, like you might get out of the freezer, right? So let's count them. I'm going to count around, and then I'm going to count front and back and see how many square faces it has, okay? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to count front and back. 5, 6. It has 6 faces. These are called faces, and the face shape is square. Now I want to see how many vertices it has, where straight lines meet into a point. Oh, this could be tough. Well, I'm going to count them around, just like I did, and then I'm going to count top and bottom. So watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 places where all the straight lines meet in points. So it has 6 square faces and 8 vertices, and it's a cube. All right. You remember this one? I showed you this one, and I said it reminded me of a soup can. Well, this one's a little shorter and rounder, okay, but it's still a cylinder. Okay. It has that curved body all the way around, and then it has, here's a circle face. A flat piece is called a face, so it has a circle face and another circle face. So it has 1, 2 circle faces, and then a curved body, okay, just all around. There's no straight lines, and there are no straight lines in a cylinder anywhere, so it can't have any vertices. No vertices, just 2 circle faces and a curved body. Okay. Now check this out. Remember, if you put it up this way and you might put a scoop on top, it might look like an ice cream cone. Well, this is a cone, okay? It has one flat surface here, a circle face. Then it has that curved body. It's all rounded. And look, it has one vertex, one point. Okay? That's a cone. Now we looked at this shape and we said it looks like a ball or the earth. Okay? Do you remember the name of this one? You have to say S and F together at the beginning. Sphere. It's a sphere. All right? It's just one big curve. There are no faces, no flat faces, no vertices, no straight lines, just one big curve. A sphere. Okay? Sphere. And this one, do you remember the name of this one? This one's a little bit tough. If you look at the faces, then you can remember the first part. Okay? Look, it has a rectangle face. It's a rectangular prism. Right? So, we're going to count how many flat faces it has. And I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to count around, and then I'm going to count the ends. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just like that cube, it has 6 flat faces. Okay. So what do you think about vertices? Do you remember how many vertices our cube had? I bet this one's going to have the same amount. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does. It has 6 flat faces, and they're rectangular, and 8 vertices. So rectangular prism. All right. I'm going to show them to you again. You say the name, okay? You might find something like this in the freezer. Cube. And then we looked at this one. It has 2 circle faces and a curved body. Reminds me of a soup can. Cylinder. Good. And if I turn this one up like this and put a scoop on top. 1 flat circle face, 1 vertice. Cone. Good. How about this one? Looks like the earth. Sphere. No faces, no vertices. And we just said this one. Remember it, you can remember that first part because it has rectangle faces. Rectangular prism. All right. Good work. Now, today I'm going to write a sentence and I'm going to use some IP words. So let's think, what are our IP words? In that IP word family, let's see what can fit in there. I think I could put a D in front of IP and make a word. Let's see. D-I-P. D-I-P. Dip. Yep. How about if I change it to L-I-P? Oh, at the beginning. Rhymes with dip. Lip. How about if I put an H there? Dip, lip, hip. Oh, what if I put an N there? N-I-P. Nip. What if I put S? Sip. Right? And I think I have one more that starts with a T. T-I-P. Tip. Right? So I'm going to use one of my IP words and write a sentence, and I'm going to use our sight words. Our sight words this week are not and the. All right. So my sentence is, do not tip the glass over. 6 words. Put my cap on here. Do not tip the glass over. 6. So my first word's do. We know that word. We've had that word before, but I need to use a capital letter because it's at the beginning of a sentence. It's the first word in the sentence, so capital D-O. And then I'm going to leave a nice space, and I'm going to use our sight word not. Okay, that's also an OT word in our OT word family. Okay, so we know it ends with OT. What does it start with? N-O-T. Starts with N. N-O-T. Do not. Then I'm going to use my IP word tip. Okay, so it ends with IP, starts with T. Leave a nice space. T-I-P. Do not tip. Then I'm going to use another sight word, the, T-H-E. Now my next word is glass. Now it has 2 letters at the beginning that kind of blend together. Gull. Can you hear those 2 sounds? Gull. I hear G and O together. Gull. That's G and L. Okay? It's G-L. Do not tip the glass. Now my last word's over. That's one of those directional words. And it starts with O just like it sounds. Over. O-V-E-R. Do not tip the glass over. What kind of ending do I need? Do not tip the glass over. I think I need an exclamation mark because I think someone's saying that kind of excitedly. Do not tip the glass over. All right, so I'm going to put an exclamation mark or an excited mark there. Got that? All right. Then we can answer it and we can say, I will not. I'm going to put capital I. Talking about yourself, it's important, and it's the first word. I, leave a space. Will is W-I-L-L. And then I'm going to use my sight word not again. That's also an OT word. I will, N-O-T. I will not. I'm going to end that with a period. Because I'm not going to be smart and say, I will not back. All right? Just going to say, I will not. Great job. Practice your 3D shape names.